Ciao Juventini of the world, my name is Giuseppe, welcome back on the channel. Yes, I'm reading a paper, a real paper, not only an online, and look what paper it is. It is one of 2 years ago, from the 3rd of June 2018. We were in the World Cup at that time, and look what I have. La Juve va in serio por CR7. Juventus is going seriously on CR7. This is the real hard copy from Madrid, from there where Cristiano Ronaldo was playing at the time, Real Madrid. I remember 2 years ago everyone was saying they are crazy. Never. This is something that will not happen. And what happened? Yes, we have Cristiano Ronaldo here in a Juventus shirt. We have the book. We have the shirt with Ronaldo. Ronaldo is a Juventus player. It's a quick news I wanted to share with you before going into the Italian and international papers to see what they are saying about our beloved Juventus. But before that, remember that tonight, 11 p.m. on my channel, I will have the pleasure to host Turin Giants. Farad will be here, the mighty Farad from Juve podcast, the guy who is recording really nice podcast speaking about Juventus. We will have him on the channel for a nice Q&A. But that is for tonight. Now we are here to speak about Juventus, and we start with the news not from a paper but from Juventus himself, because for the first time they are the biggest brand followed on Instagram, the biggest Italian fashion brand. So before Gucci, before Lamborghini, and so ever. So 40.5 million followers on Instagram for Juventus. Congratulations. Just because we just spoke about Ronaldo that did as Juventus, before Ronaldo we were followed by 10.8 million. So that's actually 4 times more. Crazy numbers. Congratulations to Giorgio Ricci, the Chief Revenue Officer of Juventus, because in 2 years' time he was able, together with the Juventus team, not the players but the people who are working for Juventus, to do something really important. And some of you might say, yes, but it's Instagram, it's not important. Guys, today in 2020, social network, Instagram, Twitter, even TikTok, where Juventus is not present yet, but it's so important because the brand is growing. And if you want to attract the young players, if you want new supporters that buy the shirts, that buy all those things, it's so important. So congratulations to Juventus. And now we start with Gazzetta dello Sport. Are they speaking about Juventus? No, they are saying Conte Formula Plus 11. They are also speaking about the Formula 1, so it's a bit a link between them. What are they saying? That yes, with the victory of Inter, Inter is actually just behind Juventus, still 8 points, but now Zhang, the president of Inter, is focusing on the transfer market. That's it for the front page. I was a bit sad, that's why I went inside Tuttosport to see what they are showing, because I was sure they were speaking about Juventus, and actually they did. Starting with the calendar for the 3 teams, we have 9 games to go for Juve, Inter, and Lazio. And we see that Juventus will have a calendar in crescendo with Torino, Sassuolo, Milan, Atalanta, Lazio. So many big games for Juventus, Udinese, Sampdoria, Cagliari, and finishing with Roma that has a lot of difficulties. Lazio will have a bit more easier calendar with Lecce, Sassuolo, Udinese against us, Juventus, Cagliari, Verona, Brescia, and finishing with Napoli. So and then you have the ones of Inter. Let's not speak about that at the moment. Then they are also speaking about the defense of Juventus, and especially the Ligt, because they are saying that after the lockdown we are the best defense of Europe, back to standard. 1 only goal after 5 games after the lockdown. None of the teams are doing that good. There is just Wolfsburg with 0 goals in 3 games, but only 3 games for them. So that's what they are actually explaining us, that yes, after the lockdown we were able to find a stability. Thanks to who? Thanks to Sarri for sure, but also due to Ligt, because Ligt is a monster and they are praising him so much. There is an article about Ligt who is explaining actually that Torino in the home game not the home game in the Juventus stadium, but at Torino, the first game of the season versus Torino. That was actually the game where he changed because he was also scoring. That gave him a boost of confidence. What else are they explaining? That, and I'm really happy about that, because I told you in some lives that I noticed that since a few games, not only Bonucci was building from the back, but also the Ligt. And they are just saying that. They are explaining, and let me find it again. Yes, here it is. Leonardo è sempre stato un play aggiunto, mentre Mattès nelle ultime partite ha preso responsabilità anche in fasi di costruzione. Capita di vederlo avanzare palla al piede con sicurezza di chi è stato centrocampista, molto oltre la sua tre quarti. So, translating it, and sorry if I'm not watching at you because I'm reading at the moment, Leonardo Bonucci has always been a playmaker. We know that, but now Mattès, since a few games, also taking the responsibility from building from the back. A lot of time we see him going in the front with the ball in his feet, like a player that always played in the midfield, and a lot more than his defensive zone. So I'm really happy that they are speaking about that, because that was something that I noticed a few games ago already. And then the big question mark about Chiellini. They are saying that Chiellini will be back before the Champions, but chill. Easy. We have time with Leonardo Bonucci and the league that are giving us a boost of confidence. Corriere dello Sport, tutto su Messi. They are saying actually that Napoli that lost yesterday versus Atalanta. What an Atalanta, guys. Oh, they are good. They are really good. They were able to win 2-0 versus Napoli. The Napoli that we drew 0-0 in Coppa Italia and lost at the penalty. Atalanta was able to win 2-0. So they are saying that Napoli is now focusing everything on the game versus Barcelona in Champions League. Small article about Buffon that is saying that after he will retire, he will again continue with his school to have his graduation. Tutto sport, sempre più Juventus. Juventus, you know, it comes from the word in Latin, youth. And now, because we always had the last few years the oldest team in Serie A, we see Kulusevski 20 years, Matthias de Ligt 20 years, 23 for Arthur and 23 for Bentancur. We go back to a young team, as our name Juventus is saying it. Not only those players, because Demiral is 22, and they are also speaking about Romero, but I don't believe we will see Romero anytime soon. It's actually a really great news, guys, because we need those players. A lot of time we missed intensity, and those guys, they have grinta, they want to win, they want to run, they are at the peak of their career or just not yet at the peak of their career. They can give us a big boost for a new Juventus. Tutto Sport is showing actually the new Juventus that can look like. For sure, Mercato don't even start it because it will start in September. Well, we see Szczesny, Quadrado, De Ligt, Bonucci, Alexandro, Arthur on the right, guys. They are putting him on the right. Bentancur as a regista, Matuidi on the left. Kulusevski, offensive right, with Dybala as a falso 9 and Cristiano Ronaldo on the left. So that's at the moment we have to. The objectives are Aouar, Chiesa, Emerson Palmieri, Gabriel Jesus, Jimenez, Kluivert, Mavididi. That's strange that they put him as an objective because it's ours, and actually he's going to Montpellier. Milik, Under, and Zaniolo. All those are the players that are objectives of Juventus. For sure, we will not take all of them, but those are the last rumors. A few quick news about Juventus that is targeting a young player for Roma, Calafiori, a left back. A lot of you would say why, because Pellegrini, that is on loan in Cagliari, will go back. Why are we interested in that? I have no idea. I will just tell you that Riccardo Calafiori, who's his agent, I give you a few seconds. Yes, Mino Raiola, again, Mino Raiola. And why am I saying again? Because yesterday, one day ago, I told you that Juventus was really close to Andrea Pinamonti, the guy that was able to score one goal to Juventus just after the lockdown, a guy that is from property of Inter, that is on loan in Genoa, and also his agent is Mino Raiola. Again, I will repeat, who's Mino Raiola agent of? Matuidi, De Ligt, but also a man that we love and that we want to see back at Juventus. Yes, Paul Pogba. So 1 + 1 + 1 + 1, it starts to be a lot of news. Strange. And then we see Fabrizio Romano, who is saying actually that Inter is really interested in Emerson Palmieri for Chelsea. They want to go full power on him. That can be a sad news for Juventus because they were also targeting him. That can be a good news for a lot of supporters. In the feedback that were telling me, Giuseppe, we don't want Emerson Palmieri, we prefer Alexandro that we already have, or maybe an Alaba, but not Emerson Palmieri. So guys, that can be a good news for you that doesn't love him. Guys, it's the end of the video. Thank you for following it. A lot of quick news. It was boom. That was the news of the day. Don't forget, tonight Turin Giants will be on the podcast at 11 p.m. my time. It's the same time as Juventus in Torino, so don't forget that. Subscribe to the channel, share it with the English speaking community also, because at the moment as we speak we have 799 subscribers on the channel. I miss one to do 800. Will it be you? Let me know. If you like that video, if it's the first time or whatever, subscribe. Thank you for following, because now I will leave you because I have to finish reading what they are saying about Ronaldo. Yes, I know it's 2 years ago. I don't care. I love that paper. Ciao guys, and Forza Juve!